since my wife was diagnosed with cancer. So that's why I came back to Taiwan. So that's why I say my heart is for my wife. So there are many things beyond my control. So with all my heart, so every part of my life, I always give my best for the right thing. So I may not be able to change the world, but I can make my dreams come true. Each time I have pushed myself to outperform who I was yesterday. So always help others first, then give more, then take it. Many graduates from NTUSD, they tend to pursue career at TSMC or design house. So it's challenging for us to recruit top talent, develop a 5-year plan every year. We adjust our direction from time to time. If we stop investing in advanced technology, competitors that could quickly take our place. We are entering a post-silicon era. I think power could be the easiest way for the ROI, so we can upgrade the more efficiency component. Achieving true self-optimization remains a significant challenge. It's not easy, but we are proactively to collaborate with our customer to make it happen. So to reduce the risk of supply chain disruptions, we are proactively to establish dual sourcing strategies. So actually, we have a product dedicated to EUV. It remains highly confidential. There's no need to worry about the future of technology itself. What we need to focus is understand the market trends.
Today, we speak with Eric Lee, CEO of Scientech Corp., a distinguished leader with a remarkable career spanning over 30 years in the semiconductor sector.
Highly respected in Taiwan's industry, Eric brings extensive expertise in equipment, materials, and strategic business development. His dual role as CEO and regional president of Taiwan for a prominent industry group highlights his significant influence.
Prepare for an insightful discussion on navigating complex supply chain challenges and the critical advancements driving semiconductor innovation from the heart of Asia. Let's dive in.
Hello, and welcome back to the Semiconductor Leadership Podcast. I'm your host, Salah Nasri. And whether you are an industry veteran or someone who's just curious about semiconductor manufacturing, this is your podcast. We will be covering the latest and greatest in semiconductor manufacturing, market trends, technologies, and even leadership strategies. If you're new to the show, please click that subscribe button. I've looked at the back end, and it's surprising that the amount of viewers that we've had, about 70 or 80% haven't clicked the subscribe button. So please do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button, because the more followers we get, the more interesting our discussions will become, just like our special guest today here. Today, I am in Taiwan, in Taipei. We just completed the International Semiconductor Executive Summit, Taipei, in Taiwan. Remarkable event. And it is with great pleasure to welcome to today's podcast a gentleman very well known here in Taiwan in the semiconductor ecosystem. He is none other than Eric Lee, who is the CEO and president of Scientech Corporation. He also sits on our board at the International Semiconductor Industry Group and is the regional president of Taiwan. He has a marvelous background in semiconductor manufacturing, going all the way back to the days where he was at UMC, and then his career today at an incredible distributor company. And they also manufacture their own equipment, and they're called Scientech Corporation, if you don't know. So they're very well respected here in Taiwan, and a lot of international equipment manufacturers distribute their equipment through them. here in Taiwan. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in this discussion. Eric, pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your invitation.
My pleasure, Eric. Eric, I want to start about your career and journey. And maybe one could say leadership DNA. All right. So you went from wafers to wet benches, which is quite an interesting perspective. So for those who are not aware, you spent almost a decade at UMC here in Taiwan. And you also spent time at UMC in Singapore, I believe.
Yeah.
Before joining Scientech in 2004? Yeah.
2004 joined Scientech.
2004. So what was the most pivotal moment that convinced you to move from a foundry environment into the equipment distribution and manufacturing side?
Yeah, I joined UMC Taiwan in 1995. And since I hadn't studied abroad, so I hope to work overseas to improve my English. So that's why in 2003, I moved to UMC Singapore to pursue my dream. However, I returned to Taiwan in 2004 since my wife was diagnosed with cancer. So that's why I came back to Taiwan. So after spending 6 months caring for her treatment, then I decided to join Scientech. Because Scientech had support me a lot when I worked at UMC Taiwan. So that's why I choose Scientech.
Wow. Is your wife okay now?
Yeah, okay. Very
She's
good.
okay?
Very
she
good.
survived the cancer?
Yeah, more than 20 years.
More than 20 years. Wow, congratulations. She must be the most strongest person you know.
So that's why I say my heart is for my wife.
Wow, that is a remarkable situation. And before going on, I mean, hats off to you, respect to you, sincere respect. To be able to stop, as you mentioned, you said it was your dream to go and work internationally, work in Singapore, to practice your English, and because of your wife's circumstances, you stopped everything and moved back to be with her.
Yeah,
that's
the reason.
Hats off, respect to you, sir. Hats off, respect. Well done.
Thank you.
A lot of people would be very, very proud of you. Eric, talking about leading through cycles, you've seen multiple boom and bust cycles since the 90s, in the semiconductor manufacturing. That was a very recalling memory. Which leadership principle has served you best when you saw the market go boom, down, when you're in a downturn?
Yeah, actually, there are so many economy up and down so many times, like year 2000 dot-com bubble burst, and the year 2008 global financial crisis, and the year 2020 COVID-19 shock, and this year like a trade war and the tariff. So there are many things beyond my control. So with all my heart, so every part of my life, I always give my best for the right thing, okay? And make myself real. So I may not be able to change the world, but I can make my dreams come true. So enjoy my life and don't worry about the future, which I cannot control.
Yeah, beautiful message. And one thing that is definitely evident about yourself, Eric, is that you are part of so many associations. Why is it so important for you to be part of key associations in semiconductor manufacturing, and with your busy personal life and your busy job? Tell me, why do you do that?
I'm not a genius guy, but I work very hard. My boss has constantly given me new challenge and assignment, and each time I have pushed myself to outperform who I was yesterday. Okay, so that drive me grow and earn new opportunity, and I never complain. So I take on each assignment, each mission, and make it happen. So I use the same mindset to accept the role of ISI's Taiwan president. Yeah. So always help others first, then given more, then take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is that important? Why is that? Why is that because I know a lot of successful people in my life that I've seen, they have the same mindset. But why do you have that mindset? Why do these individuals have that mindset to actually think? Because not many people, most people by nature are actually very selfish. It's about me, 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 me. But then I realized that the ones that I've seen in my career who are really, really successful have this humble feeling or humble perspective where they just want to help. And indirectly, they get helped back.
Yeah. I never imagined I have this kind of opportunity for my life. So without any hesitation, I say yes. This is an incredible opportunity for me.
I see.
Yeah.
Good. I want to talk about the strategic playbook from Scientech because it's definitely one of the most well-respected distributing companies here in Taiwan. You guys have a company saying, and the company saying is, wherever the customer is, we are. Scientech, based on the research that I've done, began as a rep house in 1979 and now designs wet process tools, runs 300 millimeter wafer reclaim lines, and distributes advanced packaging gear, or tools as one would say. Which one of those businesses will be the profit engine 5 years from now, and why would you say?
Okay. So where our customer are, we are too. So we provide the best support to our customer. We also look ahead at least 3 to 5 years and develop a 5-year plan every year. So based on the market trends and the SWOT analysis, we adjust our direction from time to time. So currently, our representative business is around 50% of Scientech revenue. So as we have a strong sales and service, so we know the market trend well, so we can help suppliers of equipment, materials, even components to grow business in Taiwan or China or Southeast Asia. So recently, Scientech also increased the investment a lot for our own product, including wafer reclaim and our own equipment manufacturing. So we expand very aggressively as we would like to grow our business for coming years.
Yeah, it has. I mean, from the last few days, a lot of talk has been about the advanced packaging inflection point. What specific pain points are you hearing from OSATs or advanced packaging and maybe even front end fabs as chiplet adoption scales?
Yeah, at this year, ISI's Taiwan, I deliver a speech on the challenge of heterogeneous integration. So the key issues include wet process performance, ESD, warpage, chipping or cracking after dicing and the singulation. And we move from fan in, fan out, in for CoWoS with HBM, SOIC, and the silicon photonics. So more and more transistors. So in the future, 300 millimeter wafer size is not enough. So in the future, coming few years, fan-out POP or CoPass will become true. So that is for front end. On the laser for advanced packaging. On the front end side, scaling from 3 nanometer, 2 nanometer, and beyond, being maybe exponential huge investment and technical challenges. So a lot of challenges. So like X16 with backside power delivery and 2D TMD, and even in the future carbon nanotubes. So we are entering post silicon era.
Yes. Yeah. So this is exciting.
Yeah.
Eric, this is a very exciting time, and I think it's going to get even more exciting as the years go by. But when you look at the other side of your business, which is the reclaim of business, wafer reclaim is sometimes reviewed as mundane or stagnant, like a commodity per se. How do you turn that service into a technology differentiator and make it, attractive as maybe not as attractive as advanced packaging, but make it attractive?
Yeah, wafer reclaim actually the business is not easy. If we stop investing in advanced technology, competitors like especially in China, they could quickly take our place. Okay, so that's why we keep investing in the latest process equipment and also inspection equipment. Of course, we also use Scientech own wet process equipment for the wafer cleaning. So at the same time, we are improving the yield of wafer recycling. This will lower our cost and increase our margins. Yeah.
And if we talk about something that if we go back to the exciting method, which is previously the compound and power devices, and of course now it's going for a downturn. We talk about, let's say we talk GaN or silicon carbide. And if we talk about compound micro LEDs or silicon photonics, which specialty segment do you see from your side is showing the fastest real, Eric, I'm talking about real, not hype, real order momentum in your book of business?
Compound semiconductor and power device like silicon carbide and gallium nitride or micro LED are parts of our business, but the percentage is small, especially in Taiwan. In China, is very huge. However, China leads the SiC market, but this market is mature right now and decline quickly. Yeah, so that's why recently we moved to advanced packaging.
I see. So, but out of in this area, which one brings the most business for you? Is it GaN? Is it silicon carbide?
Silicon carbide.
Silicon carbide is the hottest one.
Yeah.
Interesting. And I'd like to switch now the discussion more so on the technology and sustainability part. So wet process 2.0, okay? What is the single most overlooked parameter in wet benches that directly impacts yield in, let's say, sub 5 nanometer TSVs or panel level packaging?
Okay, so recently CoWoS is very famous. So CoWoS family include CoWoS S, CoWoS R, and the CoWoS L. CoWoS S need TSV, you mentioned as a TSV as a second interposer. However, CoWoS L will dominate the CoWoS family in the market, maybe 80%. So CoWoS S, the TSV is not our focus at this moment. But we know we need higher and higher performance, so we need more and more I/O. So in the future, we need more and more transistors. So 300 millimeter won't be enough. So instead, panel level packaging will be brewing in coming few years.
Like I say, it's going to be exciting few years when that comes through. And then, from your vantage point, another key thing is ESG, right? So if we talk about sustainability, which sustainability metric, if we talk about water, chemicals, or power, delivers the quickest ROI for equipment upgrades today, Eric?
I think power could be the easiest way for the ROI, so we can upgrade the more efficiency component like a chiller, chemical pump, or process component. That will be much easier. Regarding the chemical, is one of them, but our customer will choose the chemical, not from equipment vendor.
I see.
Okay.
I see. And if we talk about AI for tool health, for example, Scientech offers, as far as I'm aware, remote control and monitoring solutions. So how far are you, well, actually not you, how far is the industry as a whole from predictive maintenance models that truly self-optimize without human intervention?
Our customers are driving us to increase the function of defense systems. So at Scientech, we have a pure, reliable system for intelligent monitoring, including temperature, gas flow, exhaust, and cycle counts or chemical concentration, and so on. So achieving true self-optimization remains a significant challenge. It's not easy, but we are proactively to collaborate with our customer to make it happen.
And if you look at the, let's say, global supply chain issues that the world is facing to an extent, especially in semiconductor manufacturing, we have two situations. We have a situation of resilience versus regionalization. And to be frank with you, our business, for example, our organization, we have scaled very, very fast in so many countries now because of the regionalization situation. Some people would say, Salah, how does ISIG with ISCS, how do you guys sell out all your platforms globally in 12 countries or 12 different regions? And my explanation to them is that the semiconductor industry is no longer a global perspective. It's now supply chains are becoming regionalized. And I think maybe this is because of the impact of the COVID crisis, now geopolitical situation, national security as well. So we can open up many offices, many events. We do in Taiwan, we do in China, we do in Japan, we do in Korea this year, we're doing Singapore, we can do Malaysia, we can do India, we can even do Middle East sometimes. So from your perspective, how is Scientech hedging geopolitical risk while still leveraging Taiwan's dense ecosystem advantages?
Our factory is based in Taiwan, but our components mainly are from overseas, like Japan or the other countries. So to reduce the risk of supply chain disruptions, we are proactively to establish dual sourcing strategies. At the same time, we are expanding our business into global markets like Korea, Southeast Asia, Europe, and the United States. So besides Taiwan. So we need to grow up our business and diversify our risk. The same as ISIG.
Yes, yeah. Wonderful. So, one interesting thing that I always find, like the most intriguing leaders that have a huge impact on many people's lives, that I've seen throughout my career and I've seen throughout the semiconductor industry. I've only been in the game for a short time, 15 years. But the people that really stand out to me are the ones that are always giving back. And one way of giving back are the ones that are going back to university to lecture and teach again. I found out that you lecture part-time at NTUST's Advanced Packaging Master Program. What would be very interesting, Eric, to understand is what gaps do you still see in graduate level curricula relative to the needs of a fab today and in the next 5 years?
Okay. So Scientech is an equipment company, and we support lots of foundry or offsets. So my purpose as a part-time professor in the Advanced Packaging Master Program at NTUST is looking for talent student people to join our company. And but reality is many graduates from NTUST they tend to pursue career at TSMC or design house. So it's challenging for us to recruit top talent people. However, nothing is easy. So that's why I be part-time of a professor, and we would like to look for talent people. In the meantime, we have successfully employed 3 Indian employee engineers for over 2 years. So actually, they are doing quite excellent.
Nice,
Yeah.
very good, very. Do you think that you need more?
Yeah, we need more because even TSMC, they are that of the talent employees.
Fair play. Eric, when I look at national policy and associations, where can associations like us at ISIG or SEMI, for example, or IEEE, where can we move the needle faster than government alone when it comes to SME access to capital or export compliance clarity?
It's hard to say for certain, but I was in Taiwan. I would suggest maybe ISIG can work closely with TIA, TEIA, because TIA, their members are mainly for equipment suppliers. And maybe you could visit equipment supplier frequently or organize more gathering or forum. It could be helpful to understand what we need. So this kind of engagement would be valuable and beneficial for both sides. So like a tariff, currency exchange, or maybe some topic. Maybe we could arrange.
Yeah. I believe in collaboration more than fighting the competition.
Yeah.
So I think, if we all have our strengths.
Yeah.
And if, at the end of the day, for example, let's say, from an equipment manufacturer point of view.
Yes.
Your goal is to solve the problem of the customer. The customer doesn't care about the competition between one another. They just need a solution at the end of the day. And I think the same thing applies to semiconductor associations like us and TIA and SEMI and IEEE, whereby we all need to get together as one and support as much as possible from different angles at the end of the day. So I definitely agree with you. From your perspective, there's this terminology that I'm using. I'm in the middle of writing a book, and it's about theoretically semiconductors and gambling. Okay. Moonshot Bet is one of the chapters that I have. If you had to place one all-in bet on a manufacturing paradigm shift, let's say, for example, beyond EUV or glass core substrates or hybrid bonding or something else, Which would you choose? And what is the contrarian risk? What would be the big risk out of it?
Yeah, if we only choose one,
Yes.
that will be too risky for us. So actually, we have a product dedicated to UV pellicle treatment. So, but it remains highly confidential. And like glass core or interposers will play an important role in the future for high frequency devices, include panel level packaging. Okay. So we are collaborating with a laser treatment company to enable patterning through a combination with laser treatment and wet etching. Okay. And as for like hybrid bonding, one of our strategy is I would like to say that's why we have a subsidiary company, AOI company called Scientech. So to support our initiative, the study for the hybrid bonding. So, but of course, the most important is we need to focus on our own core technology to expand.
Agreed. Let's, looking back to 1995, Eric.
Yeah.
What did nearly everyone get wrong about the future? And how does that inform your forecasting perspective?
Okay. When I joined UMC in 1995, I was still using the BB core pager and connecting to the internet via a dial-up modem. Just think, the first iPhone was announced in 2007, and this year Apple will announce the iPhone 17, right? So we have witnessed firsthand how rapidly technology evolves. So in the front-end semiconductor, we have experienced from like 0.35 micron, 0.18 micron, and now 20 nanometer, 16 nanometer, 10, 7, 5, even 3 to nanometer. So scientists and engineers have continuously pushed the boundary of what's possible.
Yeah.
So there's no need to worry about the future of technology itself. What we need to focus is understand the market trends and refining our 3 to 5 plans from time to time.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, I like that mindset. Don't worry about the technology is going to get even more submicron, maybe. Like maybe it's going to be atom level.
Yes.
It is. Looking how things are going. Eric, I want to do like a rapid fire round with you. Like, just a couple of questions I'd like to ask you. Is what would you say is biggest lessons from UMC in 2 words?
Okay. Diligent cultivation and never complain.
Never complain.
Yes, never complain.
Favorite KPI you look at first thing Monday morning?
Okay. So just I mentioned, we would like to support the customer best. So every Monday morning, I always review top 5 issues at customer sites. And we face the problems and solve the problems.
Okay. What about if you weren't in semiconductor manufacturing, where would you be instead?
Okay. Yeah, my background was physics. So most likely I would be a teacher at an academic institute.
Wow. You would have done teaching? You would have been a professor?
Yeah, probably.
Wow. Wow. Marvelous. Eric, I'd like to, of course, just finalize this podcast by, just saying that, I've known you for 6 years now, and it has been an absolute honor and joy to work side by side with you, and go through we went through good times, very bad times, very good times, and now it's just very good times moving forward, touch wood. So on behalf of the semiconductor community, the effort and the work and your hard work that you do for us does not get taken for granted. So I want to say a sincere thank you for all your efforts that you do for the global industry and for the Taiwan semiconductor community. We need more people like you in this industry.
Thank you so much. So as I mentioned during ISES Taiwan, I attend ISES Taiwan since 2019. During the 6 years, actually I gained lots of customer relationship during the event. So actually I learned a lot. I gained a lot, and I encourage all the people to join ISIG Taiwan.
Yes. Thank you. We have a tradition. Thank you, Eric. We have a tradition on the show where the last person leaves a question for the next person. So the question that was left for you from the previous podcast interview is, if you could go to space, which planet would you like to visit?
Planet?
Yeah. If you could go to space, which one of the planets would you like to visit?
Maybe just the moon.
The moon?
Because the distance is short. Yeah.
The reason why?
Distance.
The distance is short.
The Earth is short.
Wow. Why, you don't want to go long distance to like Jupiter or like Mars or Saturn?
I never imagined.
Just the moon.
Yeah, just the moon.
Excellent. Eric, thank you for joining us on the show. It was an absolute pleasure. I appreciate it. To the audience out there, if you want to get in contact with Eric Lee, you can contact him right here. Down below, you'll see his LinkedIn profile, so you can contact him directly. Thank you for joining us on the Semiconductor Leadership Podcast. I'm your host, Salah Nasri, and wherever you are, always remember, it takes a village to raise a chip. So keep at it, keep innovating, and I look forward to seeing you at the next episode. Bye for now.